all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Thank you guys for the early contribution. Thank you, Tick said we need more Kendra D, less Kendra G in 2025. Thank you, Pharaoh said Kendra D for president, Kendra G irrelevant. Thank you, Southside said Kendra G wig has entered the, not the wig. Y'all silly today. I see, I done got y'all, I done caught y'all in a silly mood today. We got, okay, so recently, Kendra G showed up on the Tamron Hall show, okay? She was on the Tamron Hall show. And the clip is only about 10 minutes. It's not long. But I didn't think it was as good of a look as it could have been with Kendra on this show. You know, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save what I'm gonna say for later. But I'm not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna go ahead and get into it.
I lived in Chicago, one of the most popular radio personalities in Chicago, but she really broke out when she started connecting single people across the country. Business was so good helping people in their dating lives. She quit her radio job and joined the love train. She's now host of a hugely popular YouTube matchmaking show. It's called Kendra G Singles. Kendra G, Alana, come on up! Oh my God! Oh, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. I'm gonna tell you, I can tell already by my audience, because I'm one of the most vocal audiences in TV. They don't know how to feel about this. I never knew, ladies, it was so complicated.
It's tough out there. Dating is a war. You had it right. It's a battlefield out there.
It is.
Yes.
What makes it, Kendra, a battlefield?
I think now because of social media, it's the gift and the curse because now we're all connected. But that fine man you had to worry about just in New York, no, he worldwide now. He got girls in Italy, Mexico, California. So the guy that most women want, he has so many options. And every woman wants the same man, child. Really? I don't care if she work at the Piggly Wiggly or she's the corporate lawyer on Wall Street. She want her a rich man, and that's just what it is.
Really?
Yes, girl. Hide your man, Tamron. Hide him. Hide him. Don't let him go outside. Don't let him go outside, child.
Don't let him go. Okay, I'm locking my door. Demon, don't you leave that house. Kendra, thousands and thousands of people call you.
Yes.
They want to be on the show.
Yes.
They want your advice, but you're single.
That's right, girl, and loving it. Now, you know, I was in a relationship last year, but this is my single season, and I love it. And single does not mean lonely. Single means nobody can't claim me.
Right.
Now, here's where I got to stop. Now, Miss Kendra, come to the front, beloved. Come to the front, beloved, now. Because Miss Kendra. Now, I tried to pray for you, Miss Kendra. I tried to pray for you, Miss Kendra. I saw that you was in a relationship last year. You used to post him on Instagram. Y'all was everywhere together. You talked about how you really appreciated him and, you know, and things of that nature. Now, I believe he was a Nigerian man. Now, the sad part to me is Kendra G got a whole daddy in her life. See, folks like to think that girls that come from two-parent households, like it's automatic that she gonna have a good head on her shoulders. And I absolutely am not ever going to knock two-parent households. I will never do that. Or anything. I didn't even know he was scamming because I don't know these people. So he was a scam, which don't really surprise me, unfortunately. But I ain't know nothing about him. But in any case, I am absolutely not knocking two-parent homes and women and men that's raised in them. I absolutely 100% support them. I support two-parent homes. I support all of that. I support good parentage and all of that. But sometimes, and this is why I say hyenas are born and lionesses are born. We born and we may go through a bunch of foolishness. The lioness might go through a bunch of foolishness, but she gonna come out a lioness. And the hyena cannot go through nothing. And she gonna be a hyena. Now, Miss Kendra G, ma'am, a Rasta. So, okay, you're not in this relationship with this man anymore. Now, I tried to have hope for you that you were finally going to. The reason I was trying to have hope for her is because when she first started doing the singles thing and she ended up on Kevin Samuel's show, she was battling Kevin about his take and his opinion and the things that he was telling her. She was battling that. Once she got real good into the groove of her show, she actually began to see it. And you know that she saw it for what it was because she started calling it out. So I know that she saw it. And I know that she realized when Kevin was trying to tell her about how these chicks is moving out here and how delusional they are and she saw it firsthand talking to these women. I have done videos of her like trying to talk to these women like on some real stuff, like y'all are out here wilding. Y'all are wilding with stuff that y'all are saying. Only to get out front in this interview and tell folk that not only are you not in this relationship, but you have a roster, and you were able to say that not only in front of the world, but in front of your father who is in the audience. I know you grown, but where is the decorum? Where's the decorum? You told the world that you had a roster. A roster? And we all know what a roster means. She can say she not having sex with him, and she can say all of that. But the connotation, the first thing we think of when we say roster, when a man say it and when a woman say it, is you have a couple of different people that you rotate in and out, and this man do that, this man has sex, this man that's a roster. Now, some people, before I go on, I'm gonna say this. some people may believe that somehow this takes away some credibility from Kendra. Not for me. And the reason why this don't take no credibility away from Kendra is because she never claimed to be better than the women that was on her show. Just because she saw just how delusional they were didn't mean that she wasn't as delusional as them. I was hoping she would have come out of it just from seeing it so clearly, but apparently not. So her credibility with me is not shot because, for one, she never really had any in terms of, I never saw her as better. I never saw her, I didn't see her as a lioness. Kendra been a hyena. She just making money off the rest of the hyenas that want to have a man and all that. So for me, her credibility not shot. She the same Kendra. She who I thought she was. And this is why you don't. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and let it continue to play. Matter of fact, I want it like this.
And I got a roster. If you want to join the team, where the camera at, Cameron? Hit me up on Instagram, Kendra G Media. We got space for one. We got space
Because
for
I
one.
love that thing too, but just because you're not in a relationship doesn't mean you're not dating.
No.
And that can be your season where you're exploring yourself and what's on the landscape. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you got to have a job. You have to have an ambition that's going to go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? Is it? I need to see the lease because sometimes
Kendra, I'm not good enough to date. If I were,
So hold on. Because you hear what she just said? Now that makes sense what y'all just said. Y'all said that the man she was with was a scammer. Now this makes sense now. Her saying she want to see it if it's in your name. And she want to see the forms. That makes sense now. Because I was trying to figure out what she was talking about. Who about to show you a W-2, beloved? Who about to show you a lease, beloved? I don't want to, not on no first, not on no dates. But now it makes sense. Because if y'all are saying that the guy she was just with was a scammer, that's why she want to see paperwork. That's why she want to see paperwork. That now see, that made sense. Okay. Now, moving on from that point, ain't nobody showing you if you're in a real courtship. Right, Miss France. She got trauma from the scammer. You know, he done lied and all that kind of stuff. You know, he done lied. He done said this and said that. He done said he had this and said he had that. And turned out he ain't have nothing. Wow. But that goes into something else. So you were just as wooed by the prospect of being with a rich man than any other chick that come on your show. Because you still should have been. Now I wonder how much of this did you keep away from your father in terms of details? And if your dad said anything about how he felt about this guy. Cause I can almost see it if you don't got no other man to run this by, because you might be looking at it through rose-colored glasses, but your father wouldn't be. So I wonder if you told your father while you were in the relationship some of the things, and if you did your father give you some type of pushback and say, you know, I think you need to be careful about this guy, or it's moving too fast? You might want to pause it. Or you might want to, I wonder how them conversations went, if those conversations even ever took place. That's interesting. She spilled the beans after. I'm pretty sure that she told her dad everything after the fact. You know, sometimes this is true, but I don't know if she would have necessarily wanted a scammer just because she got stuff to lose with a scammer. He'll scam her. That's a good question. But anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked.
Let me tell you, because we're talking about it from the female gaze to the male. I'm just talking in general. If I had gone on a date with someone and they started asking me about my W-2s and my bank account, they would have been seeing the gas come out of the pipes of my car.
Yes.
Because that's too, I'm intimidated now.
Well, because women are tired of wasting their time. I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true. But the thing with guys.
And they don't want a broke lady.
And see, I don't know too much about Tamron, but I'm glad she kind of giving her like, no, well, wait now, because the men don't like it either. What you're saying that the women don't like, the men don't like it. They don't want all this foolishness. They don't want a broke woman. They don't want it either. Sorry to say. Sorry, not sorry, beloved. You getting on here, you know what I'm saying, trying to say what the women don't do and the men and da-da-da-da-da. And she like, I know Tamron was thinking, oh, Lord, I'm glad I'm married, y'all.
Well, no, I don't know, though. Some men.
Guys, I'm speaking listen, I just speaking because I heard you say it.
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000. Lashes is $300.
Okay,
you know, shoes
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes. Well, I think that, yeah, that's real high. Real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here?
Which she's telling on herself that she agree with that. She say she don't, or that she agrees with Tamron's point. If you're already doing it, then why does he have to do it? Which, listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell the ladies something. If you got it and you spending it on yourself, continue to spend it on yourself. I promise you. If you have it and you like to buy your little shoes, and you like to buy your little clothes, and whatever it is that you buy, some women buy a lot of household stuff, some women buy a lot of kids stuff, whatever it is, and you got your money, Just do it. Just continue to do it. Let your husband add and you add. But don't but trying to make him take over those things, those are maintenance things that you do for you. That's for you. You would do that whether he was there or not. You should continue to do that. Because you would literally do it whether he was there or not. Just keep your money, y'all. Keep your money. Make your money, ladies. Make your money. Contribute to the marriage. Contribute to the household. Buy your stuff that you've been buying. And then I promise you, you will hear very little from these men about your money. Because what he gonna say? If you make money and you contribute to the household, you contribute to what's going on in here financially, you are investing as well. You have your own keep up, your upkeep and your maintenance that you are doing on your dime, and he is not bothered by that. I doubt he's going to start making a ruckus about money. Because contributing to the household with your money doesn't always mean you got, if you had a bank account before you met him and he had a bank account before you met you, y'all ain't gotta not have your bank account and then just make a new account if that's what you want to do. If you want to make a new account and both of y'all put money in the account, do it. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Just have your money, and he ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing. If the man you dealing with got some type of sense, he ain't gonna say nothing. Now, if he ain't got no sense, that's a different story. But if he got some type of sense, he ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna say, "Oh, you got a new dress," as long as he ain't got a bag. And if you have that mindset, you will be okay. Whatever he want to buy, let him make that decision. Just don't even really have no expectation of him in that sense where if he don't do it, you're going to be mad. If he don't buy certain gifts, or if he don't spend a certain amount of money, or if he don't do, then you're going to be mad. Don't even go into it like that. Whatever he want to give you, let him do it. Accept it graciously, and it's fine. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, money shouldn't be a thing if both of y'all have money. That's the long and short of it. Money shouldn't, who spent what on what, and who account it came out of, but if both of y'all actually have it and money is not an actual thing that's a problem in y'all relationship, bills are not going lacking, and you can pay your bills, you can pay, things, you can pay your living expenses, and nobody's getting put out, lights ain't getting turned off, and things of that nature. Both of y'all are working, there's no reason to argue about it. There's no reason to do that. I don't care if it's 50, 50, 70, 30, 60, 40. I don't care what the percentages are, right? The percentages are going to be whatever you and your husband decide and come up with. But the point is that if the money is there and available and it can be spent and allocated the way that it needs to be spent and allocated, Okay. Why we get mad because this time it came out that account, and then that time it came out that account, and then that. Why we getting mad? Not to mention, once we get into the rest of this, where the other ladies that Tamron invited to, interviewed and things of that nature for the segment, it's not good. But you know what we're going to do? We're almost at the halfway mark. Let's go to a commercial break and come back. After these messages, we'll be right back. Because what everybody needs to do is go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Go and pick you up some wonderful body butter and other body care like facial moisturizer. There's deodorant. There's all sorts of different personal care products that Ash Kicking sells, and all of them are excellent. So you definitely want to hit the link at the top of the chat, ashkicking.com, to keep your skin looking and feeling its best. If this is going to be your first time ordering, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Let me go ahead and get to the rest of. Thank you, Pharaoh. So Kendra G, scholar of lame. Yeah. I'm gonna say it later. Thank you, 21st Century Viking. The world is watching. We men as women work hard to break this stereotype, but we have to keep pushing for it. This election showed it. Thank you again, Pharaoh. So I remember the one hyena she had on her show that used multiple child support as an income that was posted recently. I don't know why her show is still up. Thank you, Lydell. So I'm silly like the rest of them. I'm going to show it with a super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your generous contribution. Thank you. Jared says she saw a black host and thought she was in a black dysfunctional safe space, ran into a logical married lady who doesn't share ratchet talking points. That's going to become more evident in the show, because however Tamron really acts or whatever she really thinks, she seems to carry herself with some level of class, at least from what I see. Thank you again, Pharaoh. So Kendra D thought Tamron worshiped the gynocracy. And he gifted 5 Crimson Cure memberships. So for those of you who received the gifts, type Pharaoh in the chat and a thank you, and please maintain the membership.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you, Jamari. Said, I give more to a woman who is not asking for it or expecting it. I hold back if it seems like a demand or requirement. A lot of men think that way as well. If she's not asking for it, or expecting it. I got a personal thing with all of that stuff with everybody. In any interaction that I do, any work relationship or friendship or anything like that, I don't really make demands and expect certain things. I let you treat me how you think I should be treated. That's what I do. I let you treat me how you think I should be treated. You will naturally treat me with the value in your mind that I either have or I don't have. So if you start acting crazy with me, that's how you really feel. If you are, you know what I'm saying, you show me a lot of value, you show me you care a lot, you show me, then that's how you really felt. I let you exist in your natural habitat when it comes to me. And then I move according to what you show me. But that's just my personal thing. I'll let you do it. You move how you think. You move how you think you should be moving with me.
If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my ear. Why am I?
But you're not.
So a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron. But they're like, why? If you here, if a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree
wait a minute. This is getting spicy in here.
But I'm with you, Tamron, because I feel like I'm my own money.
Don't back up now, Kendra.
She said, don't back up now. Because Tamron heard what every other woman heard. What did we hear? When she said, well, if you hear, I'm giving my time, my energy, you should pay for that. What did we hear? Because I heard prostitution. That's what I heard. I heard hoeing. That's what hoes think. Tamron heard it as well.
We got some groans, we got some applause, we got some moans. Alana's coming back with us. I didn't know that Valentine's Day was going to get this hot. We'll be right back. I'm going to tell you now, this has been one of the most unexpected Valentine's Day episodes in 6 seasons. We are nearly at 1,000 episodes, and I have never discussed dates that involve buying of wigs. This is phenomenal. We're talking today on this Valentine's Day about dating trends in hopes of helping those out there who are looking for love. Alana Dunn, the host of Modern Dating Podcast, seeing other people with us, along with Kendra G, the host of YouTube's Kendra G Single.
Also, you know what? You were willing to date a man shorter than you, potentially. Yeah. A lot of women have height requirements. They're like, I don't want to settle. Well, right now, your man is invisible. Okay?
Right.
I think 5'9" is better than invisible,
and Kendra, for me, I make the joke about him being shorter than me. What it was, though, and you went with defining. I was not defining myself as single. Mm-hmm. Right. I was not. I had lost my job. I had a lot of things that were tumult in my life at that time. And I told Stephen one day, I said, I don't know if I was still working if I would have seen you. Not having my work as my title, I saw that man. Right. And he saw me. Right. And then he clearly saw a baby too, because then we know with Moses and the rest is history.
You can let love it.
What Tamron just said was actually really key. She said, if I had made my work, I couldn't have saw the man. A lot of chicks, their work, their degree, their education, their this and their that, their money, whatever money they got, they make that their identity. And because that's their identity, they are unable to see themselves properly, and they are unable to see other people properly because they see them, other people, in terms of their profession, in terms of their education level, in terms of their financial standing, in terms of all these other things. So you got these chicks that take this I'm a boss B way to left field some dang on where, and it become a delusional identity. They identify through it. And we know that that's true because when we start asking them what is the value of you as a woman, they go directly to that. The live stream that I did with the older lady, she did the same thing. She's like, I'm articulate, I'm smart, I'm this and that. But that doesn't tell us why you're a good person. That doesn't tell us why you're a good woman. That doesn't tell us why you're ready for a relationship. That doesn't tell us anything. That tells us about things that you did. But anybody can go to school. Anybody can get some type of job. Anybody can. These are not things that necessarily let us know who you are as a person. It doesn't describe the quality of person that you are or aren't. Because there are a lot of people that we would consider undereducated or underpaid, or they don't have this type of profession or that type of profession, have wonderful character. So it can go either way. If you've either got good character or you don't. And having money or not having money doesn't tell us that.
Whereas women more generally, we are so like nurturing, and we can see us like building a life together, at least for me.
Where these women at? They don't call my show. They're not trying to work.
So
You better come. Like the one that calls my show, like I love that Tamron was open to a pizza date. These girls like 5-star restaurant on day one before you get my first name. And that's the issue though, because you see how Tamron, who richer than all of us, child, you know, and very successful, was willing to go on a pizza date, and now she's married to the man of her dreams. So we need more Tamrons to understand that, listen, you can be a boss woman, but the things that matter more, don't make it so high just to date you. For sure.
And I think two things can exist at once, right?
Tamron, girl.
I think,
man, it is what
she's embarrassing, Tamron. I'm sorry, but she kind of is. Tamron is like, why? Why are you acting like this? And to be fair, Kendra's being her. She's being the WGCI Kendra. She's being the Instagram Kendra. She's being the YouTube Kendra. She's being the radio Kendra. She's being that Kendra. But time and place, you got to be able to tone that down. You don't have to be fake and phony, but you need to tone it down. You are not at the sister girl function. And when I say that, I want to be very clear. Have your personality. Have it. Be who you are. And be that all the time. But in being who you are and what you are, be authentic. Don't be phony. But you've got to know where you are. Because the authentic me is going to show up at a barbecue with my family and smack a five and crack jokes and roast and act a fool. The authentic me also shows up here, which is work. The authentic me also shows up at other places where I have to take care of business. And all of those things are authentically me. But I'm not always roasting and smacking a five everywhere I go either. You understand? I'm still me. So I don't want her to go and try to talk like a quote unquote white woman or anything like that. But she doing a lot of sister girling with Tamron that's not there for that. Tamron's at work.
psychologists are talking about today, Psychology Today says it encompasses the seemingly little romantic gestures that you can do to show that you care.
Right.
Why is there a name called micromance? It's just, to me, doing something special for the person you like.
They got a name for everything,
Yeah.
Tamron. I don't know why either. I think this is just for people to stay connected, but it's like the real small, like a text. How are you doing today?
Yeah.
But I hate it because if it's the GM, I hate the GM text. GM means good morning. You can't even write out good morning and say my name because you probably sent it to 7 different people. Don't accept no GM text. I don't like this
Don't
one.
do, now we
It's exhausting. She's being exhausting. She doing the exact same rants that them chicks be coming on her show to do. And she posted this on her channel, Kendra G did. And it was interesting that she posted it. I don't know. She needs to put her clips next to the clips that she clip out on her show and compare them. Because she don't sound no different. And don't send me a GM text. Type out good morning because you could have sent that to anybody. It's the jadedness. Let me speak on jadedness. I know that sometimes you can get into relationships and get hurt. And this is for the men and the women, but really I'm talking to the women mostly as usual. You can sometimes get into relationships and situations that hurt you, that rattle you, that make you question your ability to discern, your ability to see things in reality and see them for what they are and understand situations for what they are rather than what you would have wanted them to be. But the thing about that is that once you come out of that situation, you have 2 choices. You can become very jaded and you can make all of those mistakes and all of those things that the other person did to you or said to you, you can make it about other people and not trusting other people and not trusting their intention. Or you can choose to take whatever level of accountability that you have to take from that situation, whether it was overlooking red flags or whether it was being delusional to yourself or whatever you were doing, and take that lesson, take that lump, and it's gonna hurt. And what you do is you try to do better next time. You try to learn from that situation, learn whatever it is that you were supposed to learn, and apply it. Because the reality is to have your heart open for love invites the opportunity to also be hurt, but not just hurt. Because when you open your heart for the opportunity to love, you actually will find love too. It's not just pain. Because 9 times out of 10, we had a hand in the messed up relationship. It might not have necessarily just been our fault. And even if you feel like, man, I just couldn't have saw that one coming. Whatever lesson you're supposed to get out of that, just try to get it out of there. Because sometimes you can get blindsided for real. It's not impossible. But at the same time, just try to take whatever lesson you need to take from those things. Try to move forward, and you have to make the choice that you're not going to, because jadedness blames everybody else. Jadedness is a way to not have accountability. Because if you say, well, all the men are crap, then that allows you to not have accountability for how you act in relationship, because all the men are crap. Same thing for the guys. If all the women are trash, then you don't have to be accountable for what you do in a relationship, because at the end of the day, all the chicks are trash. So what did it matter anyway? And I'm gonna get them before I get got, and all this other kind of stuff.
We cleared that mess up. Situationship is when y'all are messing around, but you're not committed.
Right.
A situationship is exactly, it's defined by there's no definition.
No, situationship is a situation, it's like a relationship.
No, what the white girl said was correct, Kendra. Interrupt that woman talking all over that woman. She was right. A situationship is just that, because it's defined by not having a definition. That's why people named it a situationship. It's just a situation you in. It's just something that's going on. It's just something that's happening. It ain't got no up or down, left or right to it. It's just something that's going on. Nobody has no intentions about it. It can be either here or there, and it can come or it can go, and all of that kind of stuff. It's something you get caught up in. Because then now, if it go on too long, now you feel some type of way and this and that, and all of that. It's goofy. It's goofy. So the white lady was right, Kendra. It's something that is predicated on not having a definition to begin with. It's not a relationship. Because you can swear to God, you ain't in no relationship. Yet, sometimes you feel some type of way. Y'all be in situationships talking about folks is cheating on y'all. And the men, I'm talking about the men and the women, be in situationships talking about that somebody cheated on you. No, they did not. Not nan conversation was ever had. No understanding was ever reached. No agreement was ever spelled out. There ain't nobody cheating on nobody. But she got to interrupt it, and she got to be right. But let's let her cook.
And then you realize on Christmas, he's not your man, because he's not going to be with you on Christmas. You don't get no holidays in a situationship. If your mama needs something, he don't show up. He show up when he got time or when she got time. And the holidays is always the bad time. He's always busy doing holidays.
Kendra, I'm going to start GMing you in the morning. I'm going to become your counselor.
In a situation.
Okay.
That's the data. I'm giving y'all the data. A situationship might work for some people, because sometimes not everybody wants to be locked down in a relationship.
You're getting too complicated. Okay. Loud looking. We have a clip from Kendra. Yes. I'm going to brace myself because I've not seen this clip. Let's play. This gentleman over here grabbed his heart. Me too, sir. Let's play Kendra's from her show, Loud Looking.
I'm looking for a wife. I want to find the right person, right? So being that I'm divorced, being that I'm older, I know what I want and I know what I don't want.
So let's get into it. What do you want, Dave?
Well, first of all, I like a woman that is naturally beautiful. I can do extensions and things like that, but she got to have some hair. Like, she got to have edges. She got to have her own hair.
No.
We all have a lot to say right now.
Okay, I'm away.
No.
He's
Kendra.
He got married.
Kendra, God bless him. And I'm sure he's an amazing man. And congratulations to his amazing wife. You said he got married.
He got married. I went to his wedding last year. And the woman saw his video from my show. He got married last year.
Does she have her own hair?
She has her own edges. She's beautiful. She has full hair. Because intentional men don't mind the questions, because intentional men who are looking for a life partner, for looking for something serious, those questions do not scare them.
Yeah.
So you can be upfront, because you're going to learn one or two things. Either he's not intentional, doesn't want anything serious, or he wants to play. So now he can't play with your time. So either way, it's a win. You're not going to scare off the guy that also wants the same things as you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So be direct. Do you want a baby or not? Oh, you don't? Okay. Also, just have a good time, because I think sometimes when you go out on dates, it becomes so serious. So that could be a turnoff, right? Just enjoy yourself, get to know, ask questions, have fun, but don't forget to have fun and laugh and all those things too. Don't take it so serious. And she watches my show, Tamron. She told me, her and her husband, child, I love them.
As I said before, this was not the Valentine's Day show that I was expecting. But the best part of this show, and I don't want the guys at home to think we're just bashing guys. This was not the plan. But what I like about this show is that you have three very different women, and it shows that there are many answers, but we're all trying to lead to a place of sincere and real love.
Yes.
And I think that's what's important. I think so. Kendra G, Alana Dunn, Dr. Raquel Martin. You can follow, because I bet you got more questions. There's their social media.
Thank you, Suave. Say Kendra D over Kendra G. Thank you, FBI, for giving a membership. So, and Elder Ben for becoming a new member. Thank you so very much, both of you. I appreciate it.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Thank you, Passport Wolf. So this interview was definitely 10 life values versus lost value system, a la Kendrick versus Drake. People don't realize, and I said that's what the debate is. That's what the deal is between those two. People still don't understand why it's a conversation. That's why it's a conversation, because it's not a conversation about them. It's a conversation about values, but we're not going to go there. Thank you, L2 said a real Kendra have a real nasty personality. Sometimes slips out during our show. You can see it in her face. Thank you, Jay Scott. Said, peace be upon you. Love your insight. Thank you so much. Peace be upon you as well. Thank you, Passport. Said, plus, will you speak on the welfare bio-cult, Tyron? That's a little wide. I don't know from what perspective you were thinking of it, but thank you. Thank you, Real Books. So just for now, and just this last time is dangerous. Thank you again, Passport. So I think the interview was great. Demonstrates the mindsets of the hyena and lioness when they're in a room together in the lion's den. Sorry. Thank you, Chase. And said, if a black woman gets with a white man, they turn into Aunt Jemima. I highly doubt she would have did a pizza date with a black man. They will pay for that white man. Kendra is a hyena, though. Thank you so very much. And thank you, Too Tall, for your super sticker. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate everybody. I'm sorry I didn't really have a whole lot of closing thoughts for that. I thought that we would let that marinate. And just let you just let it sit with you. You understand? Because, like I said, I don't know who Tamron really is. So I can't say she's a hyena lioness, or I don't watch enough of her to get no sense of that. But she certainly was side-eyeing Kendra the whole time. And she was like, it wasn't supposed to turn into man bashing. That wasn't the plan. And you could tell just by the way these snippets and stuff that Tamron was trying to bring the conversation back to a neutral place so everybody can talk about it instead of Kendra doing the black woman trauma dump. Kendra was doing this is a black woman's, this is our problem that we having in the dating pool trauma dump. That I'm not realizing that that's not everybody's experience. It's just a bad look. Yeah, me too. So glad to see today feminism is getting unmarketable. It's starting to just be cringy. And it was always cringy. I don't even know what people was even doing. It's been cringy. It's been cringy. Don't nobody want to get on no national television and, I don't want to do the sister girl trauma dump. I really don't. I don't know. I don't have no more. I thought I would have had more to say on it, but it just, that last little part, it just took my energy, y'all. So my brain itch. I do want to have something else to say. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's why I keep on kind of like pausing, because it's something I just can't put my finger on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna hold y'all up while I process that. I might even process this in Discord. I don't know. But in any case, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.